Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Empire Earth. I'm the Serious JG. We're about to begin the final scenario, the final campaign. I'm still kind of tempted. I said I wasn't going to play it. I'm tempted about playing the expansion campaigns, which are not as loved as the main campaigns, which I think are pretty wonky anyway. I don't know. I have this weird temptation to give them a try. This vague notion, and I've said it a couple times, and no one has contradicted me, I think because no one's watching, but the point that, oh, hey, I've heard that this game actually gets actively worse if you install this expansion, and there's something going like there was some RTS I remembered had an expansion that like messed up some aspect of the AI and made the game not as good, but then I recently went back and watched over the course of several sittings Giant Grant Games, which is a big RTS channel, did a whole retrospective on Age of Mythology, and apparently the original Age of Mythology had an expansion that was like about Chinese mythology that was, to hear him tell the tale, it was a cash grab by the studio that had nothing to do with developing the game. They got the rights to it. I don't know if his hatred for the expansion is well founded or not, but apparently yeah, it like changed the way the rest of the game was balanced, even if you don't want to play that expansion. And that's what I'm thinking of, and I don't think Empire Earth is the same one. So all the wonkiness with like, hey, how come my fighters are like my fighters don't seem to want to shoot down bombers? Like I was losing all air combat because my fighters, you'd have to individually get them to target. They didn't seem to want to do anything unless you told them to, whereas other units would get into an area and fight things that were within range. So I don't know. That's all on me. But anyway, yeah, we're supposed to be getting on with the final campaign. So we got guy throwing a rock in his undies. We got a knight on horseback with a gun. Peasants moving grains. Ancient Egypt. We got an Apache. I don't see any giant robotoids. This caveman's not fighting a giant robot. But we'll get to giant robots once we get to a bad case of deja vu. This was, as far as I can make out, I've done a tiny bit of reading on this. Empire Earth, I guess. Originally, this was going to be an 8-mission scenario like the rest, and so there's like some recorded voice lines to suggest that there were 2 other campaign missions or scenarios in the Russian campaign. Both of those scenarios that were cut, I believe, were sort of around the time Novaya Russia was being formed, or before Grigor II. Like, they may have been one with Grigor II. There's at least one that's about Novaya Russia fighting off, insurrectionists within Russia. Bad case of deja vu is always where it's supposed to end, so let's dive in and check it out. After we let the music crescendo.
A blinding light, an agonizing pain, and General Molotov, with his American ally, Molly Ryan,
and her cousin, Ryan Molly,
to alter what cannot be undone. Or can it?
No.
Molotov has chosen his target carefully. He hopes to confront the original Grigor just before his escape from Voronezh, when he has not yet attained power.
He's only at 1% of his full power.
To confront an age-old riddle. Is it right to murder a man for crimes he has yet to commit?
Is that really an age-old riddle?
Troubled by that question. His recollection of the strong leader he met.
Did people in the Middle Ages used to ask themselves, would it be right to travel back in time to kill Hitler, or in our case, forward in time?
Successor.
Yeah, sorry.
Written history and even memories are sometimes romanticized to such a degree that they no longer match up with the actual events of the time.
Really?
And so Molotov wonders, when he and Molly arrive, will they meet Grigor the hero or Grigor the villain?
Or perhaps Grigor will already be some kind of robot super monster. Although that's not the same Grigor. It's like literally not even just another form of the same man. It's like Grigor 2 was a big robot. It's different. Objectives. After Molotov and Molly attempt to capture Grigor at the safe house. Oh, spoiler alert, that's not going to work, huh? Protect the capital in Voronezh while you attack Volgograd to defeat Grigor's followers there. That's right. This is the map from the first mission. It is the same map as the first mission, which I don't want to degrade, decry that as being some kind of ripoff or Oh, why couldn't they come up with a new map? No, this is neat. Like we are going to be facing the scenario that was the easy first scenario for us. Not that easy, but a fairly easy opening scenario to the Russian campaign. We're not going to be doing it in reverse as the side that was like out. Well, we'll see in a second. So we want to send either Molotov or Mali to the capital in Donetsk to ally with the Ukrainians. We want to build an espionage center to produce spies, and either Molotov or Mali must survive to carry their plan through to completion. History. General Molotov had made his decision, but no matter how much he told himself it was the right one, he still felt more like a traitor than a hero. The issue of altering history didn't bother Molotov, although he just got done saying he was facing the age-old question. In fact, it was the whole basis of the plan. It was rather the question of how he was going to bring about the change in history. If he could convince Grigor to abandon the bloody, destructive path down which Novaya Russia would go, perhaps he could cleanse his conscience. If his arguments fell on deaf ears, however, he would have no choice but to murder his own childhood hero for crimes that he had not even committed yet. Miss Ryan's, I think they meant to say, insistence on coming along was a plus, Molotov decided. She was strong and intelligent. She obviously knew how to handle tough situations. Her presence gave the plan additional chances of success. It also conveniently provided Molotov with someone to share the blame. And I'm probably overthinking this, but it does seem sometimes in this, like, they wanted to write little scenarios and stories about people, but they just couldn't quite cram it into an RTS setting. Like Warcraft and StarCraft would really push what went on as far as, like, characters in RTS having relationships with each other and rivalries and friendships and romance, and it's like, oh, are Molotov and Molly Ryan going to fall in love? I don't know that they're going to make the time for that in this. But of course, this all assumed that they would get the chance to meet Grigor. This was by no means assured. There were many variables in the plan, not the least of which was time traveling itself. Who was to say it would deposit them at the right time or place and not scatter their atoms across the galaxy? And if they survived the trip, how would the locals react to their presence? They were Russian, after all, and he had no desire to harm them. But if he could conceivably save tens of millions of lives, even Cuban lives, Molotov would do whatever he had to do. And he'd let history decide if he were a hero or a traitor. So we want to organize your defenses immediately, as your enemies are much more powerful than you are. Yeah, you remember how in the first scenario we get to advance to a new age and we got to build, like, high-tech wappets? We don't get to advance to a new age in this. We're going to be fighting an enemy. This is the only time I can think of in the entire game when this happens, even though you would think it's something they would play around with. But it's a history-based game, and how often did the side that was technologically inferior win in history? But in this scenario, we are going to have to fight with, like, modern or near-future weapons against a force that's supposed to have, like, somewhat distant future weapons. When spies are available, you must move the spy adjacent to the building you wish to infiltrate, then select the building. Not every building can be infiltrated. No building can be infiltrated more than once. You are also limited to only one active spy, so do not attempt to produce more than one at a time. Alliance with the Ukraine is optional but recommended. The use of spies is highly recommended. Your heroes are not necessarily safe from the enemy while in allied towns. Destroy the time controllers in each enemy city to prevent additional troops from arriving via the future. Another spoiler. But yes, there are going to be time controllers in town and future troops arriving. Oh boy. Oh boy, Natasha. And, oh, look at that fancy drawings on the side. Drawings, stained glass windows there. That's kind of cool.
The safe house is empty.
Oh, no,
It looks like the time machine was not as accurate as we had hoped. This would have been our best chance to speak with Grigor.
Just a minute. I thought we were here to kill him.
We probably should have talked about that before traveling through time together.
The truth about what happened here, Molly. I still believe forging a strong Russian state.
Well, I don't, and then she kills him and assassinates Grigor, and we win.
That we can find Grigor and explain to him what the future holds, so that we may avert its tragedies while still helping my people.
That's not why I'm here. Kills him.
All right. We'll give your approach just one shot to work.
What? You guys didn't talk about any of this earlier?
Now is to catch him at the main gate. Our timing can't be that far off.
It's just an untested time machine. I mean, how off could it be?
Glorious vision has been corrupted. He will want to ensure things turn out differently.
Later that day...
Excuse me, soldier. I am Molly Ryan, an American security consultant on assignment with Interior Affairs in Moscow.
Show us
My
your
assistant
papers?
and I are here
Yeah,
helping
never
in the
mind.
search
You don't
for
need
Grigor
papers.
Stoyanovich. Have any vehicles passed by here recently?
I was not aware that Interior Affairs
Oh, never mind.
had
She
requested
does have
outside
credentials.
help.
Never mind.
But your credentials seem to be in order. We have seen no sign of the crocodile.
What about
The only
Grigor?
vehicle to
Have you
have
seen
passed
him?
through here recently was a potato truck we let by 10 minutes ago.
For no reason.
Incompetent fools! Grigor was hiding in the back of that very truck. We're too late again.
God, I hate you.
My apologies, ma'am. But it seemed to us...
The potatoes are
We
what
don't
we
need
eat.
excuses. Well, Molotov, what are we supposed to... Look out! Incoming!
Okay.
What
Interesting.
aircraft was that? I've never seen its like before.
It was a flying
Those
potato
advanced
truck.
bombers can only mean one thing. We have competition. The time machine must have been captured.
Well, wait a second.
You, guard. As an
Wait,
acting
you-
representative
oh,
of Interior
it's
Affairs,
smoke.
I must temporarily take control of the forces in Varones during this emergency situation. Inform your comrades.
Okay,
We
whatever.
will obey, of course.
We are
But
born
little
only
more
to
than
obey you,
policemen, not
American
part of the
woman with
army.
cybernetic
Grigor will be
dreadlocks.
attempting to destroy the Capitol building here in Varones.
Uh-huh.
We must prevent that from happening, or the people in the region will surrender to the Ushi Party, and history will begin to repeat itself.
Yushi, yeah.
All right,
we-
Molotov.
Sorry.
I can instruct the civilians
Think
on
I'm
how to
referencing
build
the
an
critic.
espionage facility that will reveal enemy positions to us. Once built, we can use it to track down Grigor. We can also use it to recruit and train spies.
As I recall from history, the Ukraine was neutral until persuaded to ally with Novaya Russia. We should try to speak with the Ukrainians.
Oh wait, there was
first.
other places that were neutral too, but I guess he doesn't remember that. Also, she has powerful espionage center technology. That's interesting to know. All right, let's get a save thrown down here as we get started. We've got 12 pop points left to spend. We've been spreading around pretty evenly. Field cannon and anti-tank guns, tanks, wall. Actually, I think towers are actually going to be fairly important here too. Does yeah, mobile AA I don't think I care about. I mean, we'll probably have to build some. But I think we've already been sort of told nuclear bombers are going to be a problem. So let's tell you what I'm going to do. Oh, we do have future stuff. So these things have range 7. I want to make sure that this 20% range, 20% attack. Ah, that did increase their range. So we kind of got a lot to do.
Ready, sir.
We don't control these guys. Just this little green force, so...
How can I help?
How can I help? Okay. Ready.
Can you
How
guys...
can I help?
How can I help? Right away.
How can I help? Okay.
Having a little mouse trouble here.
How can I help? Right away.
How can I help? Okay. Ready. Right away.
Ready.
I think I want to get a hospital going near the entrance to town.
Okay.
Feel like these guys are going to
Sir, yes, sir.
be kind of important.
Waiting orders. By your command. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. General?
This officer is just a regular guy.
Yes, Commander. Sir? By your command.
Yes, Commander. Sir, yes, sir.
Comrade. Da.
Let's get you guys,
Sir, yes, sir.
my heroes here. I'm going to send down to. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of time to get an economy going either.
Waiting orders.
Can I assist?
Comrade.
Sir, yes, sir.
From the motherland.
I want to see if it makes a difference which hero you talk to the Ukrainians with. I'm just curious. It really doesn't matter. Let's have Molly go into the
Sir, yes, sir.
Ukrainian capital.
Affirmative. Sir, yes, sir. Affirmative.
The Ukrainian government is grateful to you.
Mhm.
We were considering an alliance with Stoyanovich.
Ready,
It
sir.
seemed sensible to
Affirmative.
stay on friendly terms with his proposed Novaya Russia. But since he began using unheard of weapons to subdue
Ready.
his own people,
Yeah, that
we
was kind of
became
messed up.
wary of his motives. Now that you have provided us with other options, we will provide what little military and economic aid we can spare.
That is a little weird. He's just like total. Okay, so it didn't matter which hero unit we used, but it did seem weird to me that
Ready.
Ready. Ready.
Golden Blood.
Get away.
Protect the starting capital of Vorbers.
I'm receiving a transmission on a frequency we used in Novaya Russia.
This the thick of the night show.
Molotov. I warned you not to betray me.
I'm in the
Oh,
future.
you are here, as I suspected. But you will not stop us. There is too much at stake for me to let that happen.
Foolish human. Can you not see the order I bring to the earth? Once united under one banner and purified
Check
of
out
the
my
centers,
cool-ass future
worldwide
artillery.
Peace will follow. It is you who must be stopped. Your forces in Cuba could not prevent the time machine from falling into our hands. We easily kept them from destroying it, and then followed you here.
I don't see how that easy that could have been. I was
Our
kicking
plan
your
called for
ass.
a minimum of disturbance. By bringing such advanced technology
Can you
here,
hear me
we
over the
change
sound of those
future in ways we couldn't
machinery?
begin
I'm
to
sorry,
imagine.
it's very loud.
I'd hardly call your plan a minimal disturbance.
I am enjoying the
But I
nature,
must
by the way,
thank
of this beautiful
By providing
area.
me with both the means and the reason to travel to this time, I believe you have sped up Novaya Russia's
Yep.
timetable. Instead of decades
Sorry
of
about that.
governmental
There's a
war,
camera that is
the Earth
following
will be
me, and
ours far sooner.
you did not seem to realize I would
Perhaps you
walk
have
by that
saved
building.
lives after all.
But not the millions of innocent lives you will still take, I'd wager. You have not won yet.
Good luck, we're not going to kill
I'm still
anybody
able
unless
to
if they
arrive
just all
here from
surrender,
the
like they
future
should.
suggests that your plan has already failed.
Yeah.
But enough idle chatter. I could have caught you easily enough at the safe house in Voronezh, but decided instead to go back to an earlier time and prepare Volgograd for Grigor's arrival.
By the way, I have pretty much already disrupted the space-time continuum because now everyone sees a giant robot walking around.
Past, present, and future.
I mean, there's giant robots not too far. We're not too far removed from the time of. Oh, there's already farms. Oh, I shouldn't have waited. Well, whatever. They're out. I wasted a little bit of wood then building those farms. It's all right. We are way short of gold. Let's start building people to make gold. To make gold. And wood is actually potentially a problem. Alright, we have a new objective, which is to kill Grigor II. Alright, so we now have a cluster of guys. Can I please,
Ready? How can I help?
we do want to get the spy stuff going.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. By your command.
Go ahead, sir.
Awaiting orders.
So I'm trying to get a force that will kind of hopefully be willing to stand ground and not
Ready?
jump too quickly to chasing guys around. And I don't know how much tanking I want to do, but I think I need to have a pretty powerful army before I'm ready to.
Go ahead. Sir, yes, sir.
Ready, sir.
Is that a priest? Alright, well.
How can I help? Right away. Okay. How can I help? Right away. Okay.
Stinger soldiers are anti-air.
Ready. Right away.
Alright, seems like it was a good early strategy to build dudes in front of the base with a hospital around them. That is not a thing I think I understood playing the game years ago, but it's damn useful.
Right away.
Oh, did I just not... Yeah, I did leave them enough, okay. Oh, that's right, because they take it out of the toll tally before, You have these decent-looking defenses here.
Go beretta.
Sir, yes, sir.
I guess we can take advantage of our heroes a bit. You don't usually want to use them too much.
Ready. Okay. Right away.
Ready? Okay.
Alright, so at some point I need to build an espionage center. I'm not trying to rush this too much, though. It's the last mission of the campaign. It's not an anxiety. It's not an issue with having anxiety. It's an issue of knowing that this one's probably meant to be pretty hard. Gold and wood are going to be important because I think I'm going to be building a lot of these guys.
Assist.
How can I help?
Not even bringing my full force to bear, but Ooh, tribute from Ukraine is good. Those guys are powerful warriors.
How can I help?
Right away.
How can I help? Okay.
How can I help?
Okay, you're not able to do...
We are under attack.
Not sure what happened there.
Right away.
By your command.
Ready? Right away. Ready?
Good to have these guys, like, queued up. This machine gun guy is,
Ready.
he's getting a lot of kills here. It's pretty awesome.
Ready.
Ready?
Okay, so everyone here is doing something, even though I thought I had idle workers for a bit.
We are under attack. Okay.
Can I assist?
Okay, so far so good. I need more, I may need more bombers
Ready, sir.
than I realized.
Affirmative.
We are under attack.
Yeah, definitely need more bombers. Not bombers, I mean anti-air.
Okay.
Ready, sir. Of course, sir.
I don't think you care about flamethrower guy.
Sir, yes, sir.
But yeah, we need a lot more, you know what, it's time to call it a video anyway. I'll go ahead and save at Russia 3. We lost a lot there, just in the interest of finishing quickly. What if we were to do an autosave?
We are under attack.
Why are you still playing? I'm trying to do an auto... whatever game, Jesus. I think we'll pick up from here next time. Does it feel like cheating? I guess it does, but I need a lot more anti-air. As a matter of fact, I probably need to build mobile anti-air because, or have some fighters overhead. Either way, I really need to probably not get hit with any nukes. I'll catch you guys next time.